God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
performance of O Canada by the one and only Skylar Cole to set the stage for this one.
You're now connected to Jackie Zulu.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Raptors. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. And checking out Detroit, a half game back. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Guard spots filled by Cunningham and Ivy. Knox out there with Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the center. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. OG Anunoby is out there with Dick, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. And Steve, we're not seeing as many back-to-back games as we used to. That's been a point of emphasis in the scheduling in recent years.
It takes time to bounce back after every game, and credit the NBA for cutting down on these back-to-backs. Fewer of them means healthier players and fresher legs.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And here is Anunoby. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. Good.
If you're OG Anunoby, it's about staying healthy. You already know if you're healthy and whole, you can be successful.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Thompson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Cunningham outside. Offline with his 3. There's the pass to Pirtle. Kicks to Barnes. Screen by Pirtle. Hey, Steve, when we look at Scotty Barnes, what excites you about his play?
I think for me, Kevin, it's just him improving. He can pretty much do everything well already. He's still got so much time to keep growing.
Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
I love Cade Cunningham taking what the defense gives him, making the most of a mid-range opening.
Barnes passes to Dick. Back to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Siakam. 5 on the clock. And the layup falls.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Ivy against Anunoby. Passes it to Knox. Back to Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Pass to Knox. Now here's Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Barnes against Ivy. Barnes passes to Anunoby. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Thompson. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to Knox. Cunningham on the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A unique talent. Cunningham has the size of a wing and the skill of a point.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Drills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got his second basket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Cunningham, what a terrific move that was.
Wonderful concentration by Cunningham, taking the contact and using his strength to finish the play.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Fires it up. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Anunoby's got 7.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Shoots. Cunningham's shot is off. Raptors leading by 5. Siakam outside. Birtle, the pass to Siakam. Birtle with a screen on Ivy. Siakam's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Now, here's Ivy. Scoreless thus far. Here's Thompson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. In the third spot, Asar Thompson.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Now, here's Siakam. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Wiry, strong Pascal Siakam with the nice move in that painted area.
Cunningham looking it over. Lets it go with the 3. And Birtle pulls it down.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Cunningham with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Cunningham passes to Knox. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Barnes against Thompson. Anunoby with it. He has 7. Yep, it counts.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. Cunningham, a screen on Anunoby. Thompson in the corner. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
We know how good Thompson is with the ball in his hands, but he can catch fire as well.
Siakam up top, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. In close, and another basket for Toronto.
Good defense, better offense. Through hard work, Siakam's become a #1 scoring option.
Now Cunningham. Boy, he just disappeared against Cleveland. They needed him. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Passes it to Anunoby. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Cunningham passes to Knox. Ivy against Anunoby. Shoots from the line. Ivy with the bucket.
Easy little jumper for Ivy. You have to like his style.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. 6-point lead. Pass to Pirtle. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
A moment now to see the numbers for Scotty Barnes. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
And also, his defensive performance can be measured by the lack of offensive stats put up against him.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. McDaniels comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Barnes. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Bagley comes in for Kevin Knox. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Ivy. The pass to McDaniels. Now, here's Achua. Defense is right there. Fades and shoots. Duren pulls it in.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense, he might have gotten over-eager.
And Duren slams it in.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. Trent kicks to Anunoby. Out to the wing. Detroit with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these games. They can't split this series.
Now, here's Trent. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Trent outside. Screen by McDaniel. They could use a bucket, and he lays it up and in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And it looks like they
The previous play is under review.
off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Raptors. He notched. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Hayes. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Bagley in at the 4 spot. Now Achua following the 3-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Achua, the pass to Flynn. Over Hayes. Flynn misses. Pistons trail by 4. Here we see the Detroit Pistons drag a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. When the Pistons have been great, they've had that defense-first mentality.
Now, here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
I like how poised Cunningham is. Good at running pick and rolls and finding passing lanes.
Trent outside. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. They get it again. Bagley from outside, and rejection by McDaniel. A different look here for Detroit. Kevin Knox comes in for Bagley, and Ivy subbed in for Hayes. Cunningham inside, defended by Trent. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Fires the three. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight, and Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chris Boucher's checked in for McDaniels. Barnes comes in for Porter. OG Anunoby's checked in for Flynn. And Dick subbed in for Trent. The first one falls.
Smitty, even though the injuries limited Cade Cunningham in those first 2 seasons, his ceiling has to remain very high.
It is, GA, because of his basketball IQ and court vision. They are impressive for his age. He's got the size and athleticism. And plus, he's dedicated on getting better.
Now Cunningham, following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam. Passes to Ivy. 6 to shoot. For 3. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got the game tied up here for Detroit.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. OG Anunoby, number 1.
You know, you watch him on a game-in, game-out basis, and he just puts on a clinic defensively, both in terms of effort and technique at that off-guard spot.
His technique is so great, but it's that effort you talked about that has him at the top of this list. He puts so much into his defense, he just never lets up on that end of the floor.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Detroit making a switch here. Stewart's checked in. Pistons trail by 3.
Pistons substitution.
Here's Cunningham. 5 points in the game. Knox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Knox has got 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Anunoby. Barnes kicks to Siakam. No good from outside. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Here's Knox, covered by Siakam. The shot by Ivy, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
This is what you want to do with the young guns. Get them out in transition, and Anunoby can run all day.
Now, here's Cunningham. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Knox the pass to Cunningham. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And there's the pass to Siakam. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Love the finish by Siakam. He wants the defender to try and stop him.
Cunningham outside. Outside Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his third assist on the night. Toronto trailing. Barnes kicks to Boucher. Pass to Barnes. Lets a floater go. Detroit's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Cunningham finds Stewart. Here's Knox. He has 7. Ivy with a screen for Stewart. Cunningham for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
The shot's good. And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit. Some changes here for the Raptors. Acapurtle comes in for Chris Boucher. And Trent subbed in for Barnes. Then for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors on defense. Passes it to Hayes. Ivy on the wing. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Trent passes to Siakam. They double-team Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. Siakam kicks to Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the move to positionless basketball, wing players with the size and strength of OG Anunoby tremendously in demand.
You need a guy who can hang with all the superstar wings defensively. And OG has a better shot than most. When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season, works hard on his game.
Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Hayes has got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now, here's Siakam. 15 points in the game. And here's Trent outside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Wow, a quick shot by Gary. The defense, they had no chance.
Hayes the pass to Stewart. Floats one up. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Siakam left side. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Kay Cunningham's checked in for Hayes. Siakam hits them both. If we look at the Raptors, Smitty, it has not been easy replicating the success they had back in 2019.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Knox. Off target with his 3. And now Siakam pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Count the basket. Siakam's got 19 points.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Pistons trail by 3. Now the pass to Thompson. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Cunningham, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
He's the kind of player every team is looking for. Cunningham understands both how to move the ball and how to create for himself. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Barnes comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. Now here is Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Barnes passes to Flynn. Back to Barnes. High post try. Basket counts. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Showing his touch. Barnes good from mid-range also.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Hey, I was wondering, after the show, you guys doing anything?
Well, that depends.
Well, I got 3 free tickets to Golf and Grill. Includes the go-karts, the batting cages, and they got smoked ribs.
Why, is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
Probably because you don't own the place. And as we recap this first half of play, it's been Spicy P. Pascal Siakam bringing the heat early.
The hot hand, he's making it look effortless. Has the defense looking for answers, but so far, they're failing the test.
Sounds like Professor O'Neal is giving the D an F. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Big men on the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. OG Anunoby is out there with Dick, and it's Barnes, and at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Cunningham. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons brought in Monty Williams to guide this team from the bottom. He said, I like those challenges, the process of building, seeing players get better, and understanding what it's like to navigate crunch time situations. For me to be able to come in now, it's part of this restoration. Kevin, Monty has plenty of work ahead.
Indeed he does, David. Thanks. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Bobbed up there for Thompson. And stolen by Siakam. There's the lob to the hoop. It's picked off. Driving in. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Siakam. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Pirtle. Over Stewart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg talking about Jakob Poeltl. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
And he sinks the second.
You talk about a guy who is hitting his stride. Jakob Poeltl has grown into his own potential and is delivering on the floor.
And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the Pistons now. They trail by 7. Cunningham outside over Dick.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Cunningham's shot is off. Barnes with it, picked up by Thompson. Barnes can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham outside. Ivy, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto calls timeout. And with this chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. In the 3rd spot, Asar Thompson.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Barnes against Thompson. It's stolen. Shoots, and Barnes sends it back.
What an effort from Scotty, an impact player on both ends.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Cunningham.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Here's Siakam. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Siakam's got 26 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The pass to Stewart. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Cunningham outside. Shoots from the baseline, and he connects with the jumper. Cunningham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent footwork and handles, getting Cunningham right around the defender.
Dick passes to Siakam. And here is Anunoby. He's got 13. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Thompson. He's averaging 7 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for him, it's all about getting better each time he takes the floor.
Also, he needs to avoid distractions on the court and off the court. Just focus on the job at hand.
Smitty, it ended up being a last-place finish for the Detroit Pistons in 2023.
Hey, Kevin, it wasn't pretty. But on the flip side, it positioned them for an interesting offseason and some big draft possibilities.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Poeltl. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Now, here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. And Poeltl sends it back.
Jakob Poeltl saying, not in my house.
Anunoby in the corner. Poeltl with a screen on Thompson. Here's Barnes. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Barnes has got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And Stewart gets it to go.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Siakam outside. The kick out to Barnes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Asar Thompson.
Clearly a foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Barnes.
The confidence of Scotty Barnes' game is pretty inspiring. Even against savvy veteran opponents, he believes in his own abilities, and he gets it done.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Achua, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Flynn's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Trent subbed in for Dick.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
So it's the Pistons now. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Knox. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Right through the D for the layup. Stewart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Stewart plays his part well, rolling into a great position to get the pass, and then he scores.
Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the fouling. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Now here's Hayes. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Flynn with it. Trent, right side. Stolen by Thompson. Drives to the hoop, and it's Thompson with the jam.
A merciless drive by Arcir, coming in fast and flying above the rim.
Flynn kicks to Trent. Passes to Boucher. Now Flynn. And it's Trent in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Trent's got his second basket of the night.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Thompson for the triple. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Outside Flynn. Ivy against Trent. Pass to Barnes. Up and in on the layup. And that's 12 points for Barnes.
The paint is where Barnes is most dangerous. He attacks without hesitation.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Malachi Flynn. That's his first foul. Daniels is checked in for Toronto. The Pistons making a change here. Here's Sasser, defended by Trent. Sasser against the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And the pass to Boucher. Over Bogdanovich. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Nice work on the interior. Boucher taking what the defense gives him.
52 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hayes. Thompson sets the pick for Hayes, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 12. Passes it to Boucher. Back to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Pass to Trent. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Trent's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. Cunningham against Trent. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Barnes. The shot, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Bagley, Cade Cunningham out there with Hayes. Then it's Duren. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Barnes. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good, Barnes.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Hayes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defender trying to knock Hayes off his rhythm, but he is a well-built kid who easily absorbs contact.
Trent passes to Boucher. The 3 from Barnes. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Cunningham inside, defended by Trent. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Cunningham. Here's Barnes. Achua, he's off on that one. And, well, Detroit shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Cunningham for 3. Good on the triple. Cunningham's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Detroit.
A strong part of Cunningham's game. He's got great range.
They set the pick. On deep, Trent. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Toronto. Chris Boucher. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And for NBA champion Chris Boucher, Steve, his story is one of perseverance.
Yes, it is, Kevin. Homeless in Montreal. Chris Boucher dropped out of high school at 16 to get a job, and that's when he started playing organized basketball. He kept grinding, and the rest is history.
Cunningham draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in.
So much of the offense revolves around Cade Cunningham. He can do it all.
Trent passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Not the kind
kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Detroit with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Three-pointer. Hayes, no good. Toronto leading by 8. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Hayes, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Hayes. The Pistons working the ball around now. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
Now, here's Trent. Pirtle inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Knox, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Thompson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Ivy subbed in for Hayes.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The baseline J. Over to the left wing. Trent outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Trent's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half, 4th of the game.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Siakam. Pirtle, and it's blocked.
With his length and terrific instincts on the defensive end, Stewart is a solid shot blocker.
Thompson outside. There's the triple. Knox misses. Raptors leading by 8. Here's Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. Over Ivy. Anunoby, no good. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Puts one up from 19. Siakam pulls it in.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Fade away, and there it is for him. Siakam's got 28 points for the game.
The coaches have to love when Pascal Siakam gets in a scoring groove. He's capable of making a big impact on the scoreboard.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Stewart. Toronto calls timeout. Some changes for Toronto. Barnes is checked in for McDaniel. And Dick subbed in for Trent. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. And there's the pass to Knox. Inside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Nice feed from Jaden. You can see him making strides as a playmaker.
To the right side. Dick passes to Anunoby. And here is Pirtle. Pass to Dick. Shoots the 3, and the 3-ball is good. And the Raptors lead by 11.
The defenders are going to have to keep up with this rookie, Dick, an excellent shooter.
Cunningham up top. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Siakam's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And he drops it in from the low post. Cunningham's got 16 here in the second half.
a confident scorer in close. Once Cunningham feels like he has an advantage, he exploits it.
Pistons trail by 11. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. There's the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Jake with it. Crosses over. Top of the key, Siakam. Offline from the top of the key.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Knox misses.
Right spot, wrong time. When the defense collapses on you, kick it out.
To the middle. Stolen by Thompson. Over Barnes. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Raptors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Pascal Siakam.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And here's Cunningham following the three-pointer by Siakam. Now Pirtle passes it to Barnes. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.